Hey, good morning. It is November 23rd, and it is brisky and chilly out here, bright and early in the morning. Got up super early, bedhead and all, run my errands so I could be done with it. So I just want to discuss a little bit more about my little people and telling me that our guides are busy. We have a substitute guide. And so in the conversation with the substitute guide is newer, not as skilled as the other guardian guides over us. So the substitute guide, in the case of this little person, he was not skilled or knew enough about the grid work around the earth. And so he is watching over this child while his guides are doing the grid work and then watching out for meteors and working on the light beam stuff. So I asked the question, what if you need your guides? What if something occurs? Then what happens? And I got, then they can call on the big guy, the master guide, and they would send someone. So it's kind of like it is here on Earth. You leave somebody in charge of something that might be inexperienced, but then there's a manager or someone more experienced available to you if you need them. So that was kind of cool. But it also really truly started to remind me of what my guide is doing. So I have a guide on the other side that I left in charge of my spiritual development. Apparently, I've done this for him on many lifetimes, and it was his turn this time. So he shields me, keeps me in covert, and gives permission on who's coming in, who's going out, right? So for the last couple months, my guide is like in the sky, just waving his hands and sparks and colors and energy in all different directions. So when I first saw him doing it, I would say, oh, okay, you're doing energy work. Then this would go on for a couple days. That I would say, hey, I need some help. And he would look at me because I can see him. He would look at me and then come a little closer, but he never stopped twirling and sparking and colorizing energy. And it would go all over me in my bedroom. It would go all in the sky, wherever I can. When I call him, I see him. And at one point, I was like, hey, what are you doing? I need some messages. I need some more guidance on something. And again, he would just do his thing. And I'm like, all right. And then I myself was in a healing session. And the practitioner says, what's your guide doing? I said, I don't know. He's just doing all kinds of massive energy work, like nonstop. I can get out of bed at night and I can call on him and I can see him either in my room or I can look out the window and I can see him in the sky. He was walking all over the place. He's got other beings with him. And so he's busy doing something. So the only thing I can do is say thank you. I just say thank you. Whatever you're doing must be very important. So my point of sharing that is, you're not alone. Even if you feel some of these energies are different and they're spiked or they're ramped. And so what I'm getting from my clients, friends, and otherwise is they're either one or two ways. They're either, what is happening? I'm feeling pressure on my chest. I'm feeling anxiety. I'm feeling this, or I'm feeling, ugh. Like you just want to check out. Okay. So my suggestion is stop, drop, sit, connect with your breath. Stop, drop, sit, connect with your breath. Align the breath. Even out your frequency so that you can handle it. Turn the light up within your frequency and set it so everything is at an even speed, so that you can allow these things to come through and not be shaken off guard. And so we are in the holiday season where everyone is running to and fro. It is up to you to be responsible for your beacon of light. You're not alone. You're not ever detached from source. Ever. So while your guide team is doing this important grid work and light beam work and using their skills to do what they need to do, there is a perfectly responsible substitute around you. And if you need more, then call on them. But ask your inner self first, do I need more help, really? Or is this just a habit of asking for something outside of myself? Even though you're all one and in a team, right now, we're all being asked to just be fully present in this now moment. And however you need to do that, whether you gotta stop, push away from your desk, get away from the computer, get away from the kids, maybe go out and walk for a few minutes before you have to go into a store to purchase something. There's a lot of time right now where families are being torn apart because of the division of the you-know-what. Please remember that you are not a victim in this. You came in fully equipped to handle this, and you can do it. So maybe perhaps that if you're not included in this Turkey Day game, that maybe that's okay, because now you don't have to deal with all the family conversations and all the looks of this and that and all the drudged up crapola. Maybe you're literally just been given permission to have the day to yourself and go do your own thankful rituals and just be present instead of feeling like a victim. You've been excluded, blah, 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 because you need to take that division down. You need to take that division down. And that's, again, the responsibility of you and your energy. So when you put resistance to something, you're taking on a different energy and puffing up as if you need to knock down that resistance or puff up to protect yourself from whatever it is you think you're supposed to be resisting. And really the key is how do I go through it and look back at it? Now that is an accomplishment, and that is a skill, and that is your pathway to mastering so many things. And we want to master things, right? We want to be good at what we're doing. So getting out of the monkey mind, the rat race, and getting into the heart center and playing around with the energies and seeing how the temperature of your energy is up, down, all around, whatever it might be, and what feels comfortable to you. Be authentically in you. Remember, you can't control what anyone else does. The only thing that you can control and the only thing you have full responsibility over. So step up and step in to that responsibility, that role of a divine creator being, love light that you are, and be the best beacon, mentor, example of, and just watch your motor will naturally find its space and place. It will purr. And when you find something comes along that knocks you one way, that woohoo, let me stop, drop, sit, connect with my breath. Let me adjust my dimmer switch. Turn it up, turn it down, my energy levels, so that you're not conking out and avoiding, and you're not hyperventilating to hypersensitivities that these energies are bringing. And you're fully protected. Just align that crystalline egg. Align that crystalline egg and roll around. Have fun. Be in it, because we're going to be okay. Now, I'm going to tell you again, please send loving support and thankfulness to all who are working behind the scenes to make this occur. Do not assume the win deal. Do not assume it. And if you are, you still must send loving support, thanks, and gratitude for what's happening outside of your scope of understanding. All right? Now, on top of that, I really, really would like your support by liking this video, sharing this video, leaving me a comment on this video. And that really helps circulate what it is that I'm trying to accomplish through my guides, through my messages, to help each and every one of you as I help myself by learning all of this stuff that's coming through. So hopefully this is helpful to you. All right? Much love.